What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of the Kingpin from the Spider-Verse. Now before we begin I want to remind everyone about our upcoming masterclass art camp. With the help of our members we selected 5 characters to draw. Join the club today to get instant access to this camp and other great features, and the best thing is membership is only $1 per month. Without further ado, let's get on with today's lesson. I'll be drawing this mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Let's begin by adding some guidelines in the center of the page. Let's start at the very top right in the middle of our page. Just going to lightly sketch a line coming all the way down towards the bottom. Now this line is going to help us with the symmetry of our drawing, and we don't want to go too dark because we'll eventually want to erase this out. Let's move back to the center, draw another line going across from left to right. So I'm going to start with the left side, and we'll stretch this all the way across towards the right. Now I'm going to use these lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page. So from this point, let's step up, let's mark off the top of our circle, and then we'll take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that same process across this horizontal line. So taking that distance over towards the left and right side. Now to create our circle, all we need to do is connect the center of each point with a curve. So we're going to start with the top left. Just going to loosely work our way around. Now the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement in the center of our page. Now the more you practice this, the better you'll get. So I'm just going to go back and just smooth this out. Now from here we'll start blocking out the basic shape of the face. Let's start by adding a gap in between the eyes. From the center, let's step over towards the left. Let's sketch a line coming all the way down towards the bottom. Let's take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Now I'm drawing the upper eyelid. From this point, let's step down, curve this up, and then out towards that center line on both sides. Now let's draw on the bottom of the eye. From the outside, curve this down and just pull that up. Let's connect the inside of the eyes with a curve and come down and then back up. And then we'll add a fold for the brow, coming in and up towards the inside. Now going back to the inside of the eye, let's angle the brow, going up and then out. Angle this down and out toward that middle line. And then we're going to lightly tuck the iris and pupil underneath the eyelid. So on the left, draw a half circle, going down and up. You might come back and just readjust this placement. So you might want to go a little bit wider. Now from this fold, let's step down. It's going to mark off the bottom of the nose with a straight line. And then from the center, let's sketch out a small circle for the tip of the nose. Now from here, we want to add some shape to the nose. From the side, let's angle the nostrils going up and out. And it's going to curve this up and back down towards the side of that circle. Now from the tip of the nose, let's step down. It's going to mark off the bottom edge of the mouth with a straight line. Now I want to line up the corners of the mouth with the center of each eye. So I'm just going to come down, just going to mark this off, and do the same thing on the right. And I'm going to shift the mouth up on the right side. So on the left, let's come down, in towards the middle. I'm going to bend this all the way up towards that top point on the right. Let's add a small bracket on the ends. Now that I have the rough sketch of the face, we're going to work our way out. So from the side of the nostrils, let's angle this down and then out. And we'll work our way around the corners of the mouth, come down with a straight line. Let's go halfway between the mouth and the bottom of our circle. We're just going to add a curve, going up and down. From the top points of the eyebrow, we're going to curve the temples, coming in and bending that back out. Now from here, we're going to work our way around the cheeks and the chin. Let's start in between the eye and this fold, bend this out and then down towards the side. And from here, draw a straight line coming down. Just going to stop right about there. Close out the bottom with the same curve. Let's follow this nose line all the way over towards the outside of our circle. It's going to bend the cheeks, going out and then up to right about there. And then from the inside, draw another straight line coming down. Now you want to round out the outside of the cheeks. Go up. It's going to pull this up towards the top, just up above the top of our circle. Now layer the bottom half of the head underneath the cheeks. So from the left side, just going to curve this out, come down. Just going to bend that in towards the center of our page. Go to the right and do the same thing in the opposite direction. Going all the way around and then in towards the neck. Let's add one more fold across the bottom of the chin. Coming down and then up. Now right where the cheek meets the bottom of the chin, we're going to add a half circle for the ear, going out and then in. And then we're going to place the shoulders all the way up along the top of the head. So let's start on the left, and bend this out and then down. Line this up on the right. Let's add in the jacket collar, starting from the side of the jowl, come down, bend that in towards the bottom of our page. Now we're going to add a little bit more detail to the shirt collar, tie, and the jacket collar. So from the center, let's move out toward the left. We come down at an angle, do the same thing on the right. I'm just going to bend this out and then up underneath the jacket collar. From the inside, draw two short angle lines coming in, close this off, and then from the bottom corners, angle the tie coming down and out. Now along the side, angle the collar, going up and out. This is the top half of the jacket collar. Bend this up and then in. Let's go back to the inside, draw the bottom of the collar. Start with a straight line going out, bend this down and then in. Now that we have a rough sketch in place, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now once we're happy with the general proportions of our drawing, we're going to go in with the tip of our pencil and add some more details and contrast. Let's start with the top of the eyelids. Just going to work our way out. And just modifying the shape as well. Now I'm just going to mirror this over on the right. So we're just going to balance this out. Let's add that double eyelid across the top. Now from here, I just want to layer the eyebrow on top of the eyelid. So start with the bottom edge. And just adding a little bit more shape. And that fold in between. Now I'm just going to lightly work in the top of the eyebrow, going up towards that point, and bending that down. So just adding that thickness along the top. And with the tip of our pencil, we're going to start along the bottom and add some texture of the eyebrows. Just bending this up and out. And we're just using that top line as a guide. I'm going to move back to the side edge of our pencil and just add some volume to the eyebrows. Adding the pupils in the center. Now I want to darken up the top of the iris and then gradually fade that down towards the bottom. Now from here, it's going to work our way around the perimeter of the nose. And the nose is going to cast a shadow just underneath, so I'm just going to shift this over towards the right. We'll add the center seam of the mouth. And we're going to add some thickness to the upper lip. Just adding some texture to the lower lip. Now from here, we're just going to work our way out from the eye, just adding that fold across the cheeks. And we'll just shade in the chin area. And we also want to soften up the edge. Just blending that out. Now we want to add a little bit more shape to the ears. Just chiseling away along the outside, down towards the earlobe. And then we're going to add those folds along the inside. And I don't need to get too detailed with this. Let's move back to the side edge of our pencil and just darken up the bottom edge of the head. Just pushing the bottom of the chin in towards the shadow. And we'll just blend that up. I'm just going to fade that shadow out as you go over towards the left. I'm just going to work that shadow across the side of the head. And I want to carry the shadow over towards the right side. So we're just imagining that the lights come from the top left, going across our character. So the shadows will sit on the opposite side of the light source. Now I'm just going to rough in the detail across the body. It's going to add an even shade to the tie. And we're going to add some shadows on the outside, just blending that in. We want to create a little bit of a highlight on the left side of center. I'm just going to lightly shade in the shirt. And we'll carry some of that shadow from the head, top of the collar. And I'm just going to add an even shade to the collar. Just going to bring that in and add a little bit of a highlight along the inside towards the head. Now, as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of the Kingpin. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. And if you want to elevate your art skills, then join our club masterclass for $1 each month. You'll get instant access to our members only tutorials and all our art camps in an ad-free environment. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.